Welcome back. So we have just a little bit left to say with regards to normal distributions. Of course, we're not done with the semester. We've got quite a bit ahead of us here, but we do have a milestone to reach, and in the next video series, technically two, we will get there. So far, we have looked at normal curves. The standard normal curve brought us in at the start there. We then looked at more general normal distributions where we would standardize it and find the z-score and look that up on the z-table for the proportion. We talked about sampling just a little bit. That's going to be a deeper discussion we'll have again later this semester. We talked about how to deal with doing a lookup for a sample that was a central limit theorem. And now we are going to talk a little bit about assessing normality. And there's not going to be homework assignments on this particular section because it's very qualitative. It's a very mental game, right? So why do we even care about normal curves as much as we do? Well, the reason why we care about normal curves is, well, they're normal. It's what you should normally expect to happen. Honestly, normal curves should be your go-to guess as to how things are distributed. Now, that said, just because something is expected to be normal or appear normal does not mean it will be exactly normal. Really, it's better to say that a lot of things out there are approximately normal. Very few things are perfectly normal, but a lot are approximately so. So we're going to have some good approximations or very good approximations or kind of good approximations if we just make our default assumption be it is normal. That said, though, this is the list of all of the different probability distributions out there. And I want you to notice something. These are the ones we've done this semester. We've done binomial distributions, we've done uniform distributions, and we've done normal distributions. It also has a bonus name there, Gaussian. Not that that's important, but we've done just 3 off of this list. And I think by the end of the semester, we might have maybe one more on here. I think we might talk a little bit about chi-squared, just a little bit. But most of these we're not even going to get into this semester because it's just way too much time, way too much effort. It's much better for us just to be very well versed in normal curves, normal distributions, because even though they don't perfectly describe most things, they come pretty close. And so, again, right, normal isn't for everything. So whenever you assume normality, you've got to anticipate errors. A lot of things are normal-ish, but they're not perfect. They're not symmetric. They are skewed. So you need to anticipate errors. You need to acknowledge when your data is going to be too high or too low based on your curve. So let me show you what I mean. Right, I have here the standardized normal distribution. I can slide it around if I need to, but we'll leave it alone for now. And let's instead talk about this blue curve. This blue curve is making what's called a skewed normal curve. You note that as higher and higher the alpha value goes, not that that's important for us, the more and more skewed it becomes. Right? When it's just a little bit off, you look at that and you would probably say, yeah, that's a normal curve. It's not perfectly one, but it's pretty much normal. But once the error gets way out there, you're going to look at that and you're going to say, well, someone took a sledgehammer to that normal curve. Whatever it is, it's not normal. But let's say our error is pretty low. Let's say our alpha value is pretty low. I could, if I felt like it, find some values for my mean and my standard deviation so that this thing is approximately normal. Just notice, though, that it's going to be a little bit off, and that's fine. You will be a little bit off whenever you try and make something not normal. And all you're going to have to do is know how it's going to be wrong, where it's going to be short, where it's going to be over, and just be ready for that. And I'll talk more about that in the next video. So I will see you then.